Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the University of Strathclyde in the Barony Hall. Please take a seat. It's a great pleasure to see you all here today. I'm Professor Stephen MacArthur. I'm the Principal and Vice-Chancellor of the University. And we're here for one of the happiest, most joyful occasions we have in the University, the chance to graduate our students, your loved ones, friends and family. And today, what we'll be doing is taking our students that are here just now, who are graduands, and then they will come across the stage in a short while, and they will be ceremoniously capped by me. And once capped, that transforms them into graduates of the University of Strathclyde, where we have conferred the degree upon them. And that's an ancient rite of passage that shows that they are now moving into the next phase of their careers with their degrees. So we are delighted to be able to do that today. And we're also delighted that you've been able to join us, friends, family and loved ones from all around the world, some of whose teams might be doing better than ours in the World Cup just now, but you're all very welcome here at the University of Strathclyde in our fantastic Barony Hall. And on certain days and certain graduations, we have an extra special element of it, and that happens today as well, because we periodically confer honorary degrees onto people who have made great contributions to society. And today I'm delighted that Dame Sue Eon is with us to get her honorary degree. And you will hear shortly about some of the fantastic achievements and the way that she carries the torch for engineering and some of the amazing contributions she's made to the profession and to society. So that always adds an extra special element to the graduation. And then Dame Sue will be giving some words of advice and encouragement to our graduands before they graduate. So that's what's going to happen today. At the end, as we have organised the perfect weather for you, we will have an academic procession up to our Learning and Teaching building. And we will go up to the Learning and Teaching building. I'll tell you more about that at the end of the ceremony, where we'll have a chance to mingle a bit more informally, catch up and celebrate some more. So that's what's going to happen today. I'll also tell you, after the graduates have received their degrees, I'll take the opportunity to give you some updates on the university and what's been happening on and around the university. But let me finish this opening section by saying we're all here to celebrate. The graduands, soon-to-be graduates, have worked very hard. You have supported them. So when they come across the stage to get their degree, you can feel free to make it known that you're here. In whichever way you choose, within reason. But this is a celebration. I know it's a bit of a formal environment, but I would like you to relax and enjoy it and celebrate after all the hard work that our soon-to-be graduates have put in. So with that, I'd like to declare this graduation ceremony open. And I'm going to invite Professor Graham Wren to present Dame Sue Eon for her honorary degree.
Principal and Vice-Chancellor, I have the great honour today to present to you Dame Sue Eon for conferment of the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa. Dame Sue is a globally recognised senior leader in business, research, engineering and in science. I will be telling you all about her exceptional career during which she has driven UK low carbon and nuclear energy technology and policy, and how she has supported UK industry and championed women in engineering and science. Dame Sue has been recognised for her work in many ways, including becoming a Fellow of the Royal Academy of Engineering in 1996 in recognition of her outstanding expertise and contributions to nuclear fuel technology and her leadership within the UK's nuclear industry. She was also exceptionally elected as a Fellow of the Royal Society in 2016 in recognition of her outstanding contributions on energy policy in the UK. In 2010, Sue was made a Dame Commander for services to science and engineering and a Dame Grand Cross in 2022 for services to engineering. Dame Sue has received honorary doctorates from a number of universities across the UK, and fellowships from the Institute of Mechanical Engineers, the Institute of Materials, Minerals and Mining. She is also an honorary fellow of the Institute of Physics. Today we are celebrating a person who is a champion for engineering and science, and someone who is the very embodiment of our values at the University of Strathclyde. Despite her many great achievements, Sue has always been a people-oriented person, humble and remembering everyone's contribution. In her career, she has been driven, bold and ambitious, but always working with, developing and supporting the teams around her. Sue says her passion for engineering was ignited as a child. Her grandfather was a train driver, and her father also worked in the railways. As a young girl, her family encouraged her to take an interest, and Sue often helped her dad working on projects. At school, she studied maths, physics and chemistry, and her chemistry teacher encouraged her to look at engineering. And the die was cast. Dame Sue has been a particular champion for women in engineering and in her career, challenging the education sector and government to promote engineering as a career for women. In visiting schools, she says she gets into what she describes as terrible trouble with the teachers, because she's telling them not to, advising the girls especially, not to dump sciences. You can always do creative subjects later. The university only confers honorary doctorate degrees on exceptional individuals who have transformed industry, government or society. In Sue's case, she has excelled in all three fields. Dame Sue has chaired and sat on many tens of international committees, including the Council for Science and Technology, the UK Fusion Advisory Board, the European Euratom Science and Technology Advisory Board, the Royal Academy McRoberts Awards Committee, the Engineering and Physical Sciences Research Council Board. She chaired the Nuclear Innovation Research Advisory Board and was on the UK Health and Safety Board. Dame Sue's contributions extend far beyond industry and government. She is a strong supporter of the Shine Trust, which helps disadvantaged children, and personally supports an award for women working in nuclear energy. She is honorary president of the National Skills Academy for Nuclear and supports various boards of governors in schools and universities. In her spare time, and it is incredibly difficult, Vice-Chancellor, to imagine where Sue finds any spare time, but Sue is passionate about the environment. And we both share a lifelong interest in fell walking, which is climbing and exploring the hills and mountains of Cumbria and beyond. In my career, Vice-Chancellor, I have had the privilege of meeting a large number of very distinguished people. I've known Dame Sue for many years, and I can truly say it's been an exceptional experience and privilege for me to do so. Sue has made a difference to so many lives. I will remember her advice on listening well, leading but supporting your team, and encouraging young people to go for it. And what a better day to say that. She has been an inspiration to me and a generation of young engineers. It is with great pleasure, therefore, Vice-Chancellor, that with the authority of Senate, I ask you to confer upon Dame Sue the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
Principal and Vice-Chancellor, fellow members of the University, graduands and honoured guests. On behalf of us all graduating today, I'd like to proffer sincere thanks to the University of Strathclyde. I would particularly like to thank the University Orator, Professor Graham Wen, for his kind and generous words. Saying probably too much about me. Strathclyde leads technological learning across many industrial sectors, and in the specialisms for which it is renowned, like those at the ceremony here today. My own links with Strathclyde go back at least a couple of decades in the sector where I spent most of my career, the nuclear energy sector. Strathclyde has proved itself an international centre for excellence in science and engineering solutions, having a global impact on the global nuclear sector. I remember being seriously impressed by the internationally renowned Technology and Innovation Centre, the TIC as it's known here, where I was privileged to deliver a speech some years ago. Giving speeches about your work has turned out to be quite important, so I recommend you hone your presentation skills as you start your career. Practice presentations like your life depended on it, because you never know when that skill will be realised and benefit you. I'm proud and delighted to stand here today and thank the university for bestowing an honour I would never have dreamed of and will always treasure. For those of you who've chosen to study architecture, civil and environmental engineering during your time here at Strathclyde, I'm pleased to reassure you and your mums and dads that you've chosen wisely. These disciplines lead to a wide variety of opportunities, and there are plenty of challenging jobs ahead for you to apply your skills. Engineers are in seriously short supply. The fact you've had the foresight to choose a top university with a great reputation will stand you in good stead in your future careers. One of the most important things about work after university is that you find something enjoyable to do that is challenging but also good fun. Based on my personal experience, that's been true in spades. If you aren't enjoying what you do, change paths. Your core disciplines learned here at Strathclyde will enable you to do this. Don't carry on doing things if you're not enjoying them. I've been lucky to travel all over the world in the course of my job and to enjoy experiences I would never have envisaged when I graduated myself. So grasp whatever opportunities are available to you and come your way. I've walked on the Great Wall of China, spent a night with UK astronomers observing the stars on the top of the Mauna Kea volcano in Hawaii, and travelled frequently on Japanese bullet trains, doing slightly better than Avanti today. I also learned to pack light and never, ever check luggage. Bitter experience. This is very handy now in meeting EasyJet and Ryanair and Jet2 rules for hand luggage and beating security queues and border checks coming out of European airports right now. So engineers like you are in great demand globally, so I recommend that you too learn to pack light and never check your bags. I also ended up doing a fair bit of media work, which I'd never ever envisaged doing, and I appeared on Newsnight from studios here in Glasgow. So you never know what you might end up doing. So the only advice I can give you is try and prepare well and hope you don't get questions out of left field. Enjoy exploiting the opportunities your time here at Strathclyde has given you. Don't be afraid to take risks and fail, because you'll learn from the experience and you'll do better next time, so don't worry about it. You've attended a university which over the past decade, and especially latterly, has shown tremendous vision, flexibility, diversity and dynamism in the courses it has initiated, in the international links it has cemented, and the investment that it's made in superb new facilities and accommodation. In my own field, Strathclyde offers one of the most integrated portfolios of research and teaching expertise. So this university has a reputation for being fleet of foot, innovative, and ready to grasp opportunities. If you do the same, which I'm sure you all will, you'll do very well indeed. So in concluding, I'd like to acknowledge, on behalf of all of us enjoying the events of today, the fact that we're all immensely proud to share in the honour and privilege of being associated with one of the most forward-looking and successful universities here in the UK. Thank you.
Principal and Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the University and by the authority of Senate, I present to you these students. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, for research in the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering, Catherine Beth Deeming. Nam Gwon Kim. Jingsi Lee. Archie Rudman, John Rudman. Philip James Salter. For the degree of Master of Science in Civil Engineering, Rekha Chapi. Rohit Guru Prasad. In Sustainability and Environmental Studies, Eamon Fatima. Aditya Huda. Grace Jabaki Yonitse Odonkor. For the degree of Master of Architecture and Advanced Architectural Design, Haneen Al-Sali. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Civil and Environmental Engineering, Adam Athar Akram. Ross Kenneth Bailey. Ben Edgeworth. Rory James McLennan. Robbie James Main. Caitlin McCafferty. Francis Logan McGee. Connor James MacLeod. Camelia Ayub Mohammed. Cara Sophie Winterburn. Callum Woodhouse. In Civil Engineering, Ewan Kerr Wallace Arthur. Nathan Barlow. Zoe Ann Black. Tom Ray Blackhall. Joshua Blythe. Cara Alexandra Brody. David Brumman. Michael Ian Edward Brown. Robert Neil Cameron. Ivor Campbell. Jordan Carey. Stuart Carnachan, James Clark, Fraser Dawson, Joseph James Gerrish, Katie Iona Grant, Harry Griston, Fox Michael Harris, Nicholas Franz Henny Monsalve, Mohammed Daniel Hussain, Aidan William Johnson, Matthew James Johnson, Blair Jones, Vladimir Kalcha, Harvey Keane, Ho Yin Mervyn Lee, Julia Lennon, Jason Muirhead Lindsay, Jay McCarran, Aaron McCrossan, Ryan James McLaughlin, Amy Wing May Miller, Erin Margaret Morrison, Samuel Petrie, Adam Raymond, Michael Reid Thomas, Arsal Shabkez, Eva Shields, Manib Siraj, Christopher Skinner, Alex Sutherland, Hannah Esmeralda Tyndale, Dilyar Yusuf, for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Civil and Environmental Engineering, Dana Waladin Abdelhamed, Dinah Christina Trevor, Erin Christie Shand, Michael James Vincent, Caleb Hugh David Wellington, in Civil Engineering, Jamie Allen, Jamie Ash, Mark Capaldi, Megan Louise Finn, Rhys David Hanley, Jack Haney, Ethan Hamilton Horn. Ross Reed. Oliver Russell. Finlay Sutherland. Fraser Watson. Gary Wingham. Harvey Benjamin Woodford. Jihan Zhang. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Architectural Studies, Syed Hassan Amin Ali Ali. Ola Hamoud Ali Al Subi. Andrea Vargas Alvarez Icaza. Siti Kaja Binti Azmi. Daniel Bain. Erin May Bell. Ruby Caroline Susan Chaston. Chen Chi Yuan. Edis Jaffa. Erin Sadie Ewing. Josela Gajitos. Mark Andrew Gemmell. Lynn Michelle Salam Gandua. Callum Gibson. Emma Gurley. Hope Elise Griffin. Caitlin Louise Griffiths. Paul Gruner. Kirsty Joan Elizabeth Harding. Sophie Hughes. Ben Jackson Morris. Michael Jaffrey. Alice Kelly. Gabrielle Quinta. Scott Kyle. Cheryl G. Yen Lau. Kiwon Jessie Liu. Nina Louise Logue. Katrina Maria McKenzie. Phoenix Martin. Anna McAlpine. Erin Catherine McCormick. Adam A. McElroy. Maria Catherine McLaughlin. Susan McMartin. Elliot James McPhee. Kate McWhinney. Orla Park. Amelia Peterson. Matthew Potts. Ashley Jade Ritza. Kirsty Ann Robertson. Olivia Jejutek. Ailey Katrina Simpson. Mulia Siva Balakumar. Farida Sami Fayez Riz Solomon. Adam Andrew Spears. Megan Sproul. Jessica May Stable. Robin Sterling. Tyrese Taki. Isla Beth Taylor. Blair Joseph Wark. Catriona Lucy Watson. Caitlin Rose Welsh. Henry Claymore Young. In Architectural Studies with International Study, Ziad Ahmed Al-Shebi. Ida Ergan. Dane Ian Harkness. Lu Young Sheng. Charlotte McGregor. Stuart McElwee. Kirsty Russell. Peter Cameron Wayman. Cassandra Ann Wren. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Advanced Architectural Design, Abiha Ahmed. For the degree of Master of Science in Sustainable Engineering, Advanced Construction Technologies and Building Information Management, Shanakia Akinapali. Vamshi Ganji. Bhaskar Madiredi. Sridhar Nama. Mukteswar Vana Tadupala.
So let me extend a warm welcome to all of you again on this special day. And let's start now by congratulating the class of 2026. Well done. All of our graduates who came across the stage today have shown great commitment, great resilience, adaptability and perseverance to arrive at this day. But we know none of you have done it alone. For those of you graduating in the presence of your loved ones, this is a moment of great pride for them. Your family, friends and supporters have played a crucial role in your success. You would not be here today without their support and perhaps their checkbooks and wallets too. Likewise, our dedicated staff have worked tirelessly to provide you with an exceptional education and student experience, and your achievement reflects their commitment. So why don't you join me in thanking everybody that's helped you get to this stage? In a short while, once this ceremony has concluded, we'll leave the hall in an academic procession, and that signifies that you're now full members of the Strathclyde academic community. And in doing so, you join a family of more than 230,000 Strathclyders worldwide who have gone on to excel in their chosen fields. And we often celebrate the names you already know, the famous alumni whose achievements are recorded in headlines or history books. But the truth is, some of the most significant graduates of this university are the ones you may never have heard of. They're the people shaping lives and changing their chosen fields. They may not be household names, but their influence is everywhere. They are the unseen architects of progress, and they embody what useful learning really means. And today, you join their number. And it's that useful learning which informs our teaching, ensuring that our degree programmes equip our graduates with the skills they need to excel in careers that will create a safer, more prosperous and sustainable world. And you heard Dame Sue describe the reputation for this university of creating real impact and difference through useful learning. And it's that useful learning that informs our research. And our research focuses on tackling practical real-world challenges such as the transition to clean energy, developing new medicines and improving healthcare, advancing manufacturing, quantum and AI technologies, and working towards a more just and equitable society. Useful learning fuels our graduates, and it fuels you now to help you to create jobs, grow economies, increase prosperity, transform communities, improve people's lives, and ultimately make the world a better place. And across our faculties, we see this ethos of useful learning brought to life in remarkable ways. And today, as we celebrate graduates from the Faculty of Engineering, we can reflect on how it delivers useful learning. Our Faculty of Engineering is the largest in Scotland and brings together disciplines ranging from architecture and biomedical engineering to civil, mechanical, chemical, electrical, and design engineering. It's home to students and staff from across the world. It inspires and equips them to think creatively, to work collaboratively, and to lead responsibly. And it's united by a drive to design, innovate, and improve the way we live. It's internationally recognised for its research excellence and its close partnerships with industry, which ensure that ideas move swiftly from the lab to practical application and making a difference in society. Through initiatives such as the Scottish Space School and Engineering the Future for Girls, it opens doors for young people and broadens access to science, technology, engineering and mathematics education. In every project, in every innovation, and every graduate who goes on to build a better world, the Faculty of Engineering demonstrates what it means to turn knowledge into action and to use engineering as a force for progress, inclusion, and human good. An example of this is work by researchers in biomedical engineering to develop technology-enriched rehabilitation gyms to help stroke survivors access the evidence-based levels of rehabilitation they need to aid their recovery. And it uses state-of-the-art equipment, including balance trainers, cognitive and virtual reality tools, and power-assisted machines. And these gyms have been rolled out in community settings in Lanarkshire, Edinburgh and Dundee, with a goal to expand them further. And another example is Professor Rebecca Lunn, MBE, who has received a Green Future Fellowship to develop a pioneering process that could capture up to 1 billion tonnes of carbon dioxide annually. She is leading research into a low-energy method that uses mechanical force to trigger chemical reactions capable of trapping greenhouse gases. If applied to the 72 billion tonnes of waste rock crushed globally each year, the technique has the potential to capture around 1 billion tonnes of carbon dioxide annually. It's this kind of real-world impact that captures the spirit of Strathclyde, and it's something that's increasingly being recognised. The Daily Mail named Strathclyde its 2026 UK University of the Year. And the best thing from that, from my perspective, is the quote they gave, because they said that Strathclyde was the embodiment of everything a 21st university should be. And as people increasingly in the press question the value of a university education, Strathclyde is showing the way in terms of how university turns innovation and skills into changing society. And our graduates today will carry on that approach. We are also the Times and Sunday Times Scottish University of the Year 2026 and its UK University of the Year runner-up. And just recently, in the QS World Rankings, we moved to 230th in the world out of 8,800 universities, meaning you are graduating from a top 15% university in the world. And alongside that, in terms of the impact we make, in our recent Royal Academy of Engineering report, Spotlight on Spin-outs, which are the companies that arise from university research, we were placed 14th in the UK for the economic value driven by the commercialisation of our research. And these are the latest in the long line of awards and rankings. And we don't actively chase such awards, and we recognise that rankings go up and down. But what these do demonstrate is that our approach, and the approach that you benefited from as now our graduates, that approach to teaching, to research, to partnership working, and to making a real difference is being noticed as being the right thing to do as a university. So now, as graduates of this university, you have the opportunity to take what you've learned here and make your own mark on the world. During your time at Strathclyde, you've grown not just in knowledge, but in confidence, in resilience, and in perspective. You've learned how to solve problems, work with others, and persevere when things get tough. And just as importantly, university isn't only about lectures and exams. It's about the friendships you've built, the experiences you've shared, and the person you've become along the way. Education is not just about learning something, but about becoming someone. And as graduates of Strathclyde and the future leaders of our society, you now have a responsibility to use your talents to make a positive difference. So whatever path you take in business, science, education, the arts, or public service, remember that you have the power to effect change and inspire others. And use that power with integrity, with humility, and empathy, the qualities that will set you apart. You carry not only the knowledge and skills you've gained, but also the spirit of Strathclyde. And that's a spirit of innovation, collaboration, and inclusion. So keep learning, keep questioning, and keep making a positive impact on the world around you. As you move on, please stay connected with us. You'll always be part of this community, and your stories inspire the next generation of Strathclyders to follow. Finally, let me thank again our staff for their dedication and excellence, and the families and friends who have supported you every step of the way. Congratulations once again on this remarkable achievement. You've made us proud, and you will continue to do so in the years ahead. So please go forward with confidence, with purpose, and with the knowledge that you are capable of great things. Thank you. Well, that brings us to the end of the formal ceremony. I hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly heard you enjoying it, which was great. It's been fantastic to see the latest crop of graduates come across the stage. The weather is very good, so we will have an academic procession. So if you let the stage procession leave first and then our new graduates, please join on behind, and we will process up to the Learning and Teaching Building where we can catch up more informally. Once the main procession leaves the hall, please feel free to join on and come and join us in the Learning and Teaching Building. Once again, thank you very much for coming along today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you in the reception afterwards. And I'm now going to formally declare this ceremony closed. And if you are able to, could you please be upstanding?